And he didn't go around saying, my name is Clarence 13A. He said, my name is Allah. And he said, you are God, son. He took the weight off of him to put it on you. Now when somebody say that you God, you say that you God, you can't put the weight on the Father. That weight is yours to carry. If you don't carry your weight, all praises ain't due to you. You fail. Now, all praises always due to Almighty God Allah because He gave us the knowledge.
85% that God's a righteous, unseen being that exists everywhere. Because Allah is God.
Answer, right? Now we're getting into the because you know, making it seem like it's all one thing.
Answer. Because Allah is God in the earth and the heavens. It's just and true.
Yeah.
And there is no unrighteousness in Him. But He is not unseen. He is seen and heard everywhere, for He is all I seen.
So if somebody asked you, what was the question?
The question is, tell us why does the devil teach the 85% that God is a righteous, unseen being that exists everywhere?
So if somebody asks you that, that's the answer you're going to give them?
Yeah, God.
How about this? What does the devil teach the 85%? Answer. That God is a righteous yet unseen being existing everywhere. Allah is God of the earth and the heavens above. He is just and true, and there is no unrighteousness in Him. He is not unseen, seen, heard everywhere. He is all I see. Now, what makes more sense?
Allah did teach us not to cut your wisdom, to make sense of the lesson. I don't know.
To me, God,
I'm just saying.
The answer directly answers the question.
If somebody comes up to me and says, why does the devil teach the 85% that God is a righteous and unseen being existing everywhere? And I answer him, Allah is the God of the earth and heavens above. That's not an answer. He's going to look at me like I'm speaking Chinese.
To control us,
well, God, I'm gonna teach that man also what God is and who Allah is. And
so you're going to give a different answer, buddy, than the answer that you gave.
No, God, I'm going to expound on the answer that I gave.
That's not really an answer. If I ask you...
How is that not an answer when it's responding to the question?
Because if you ask me what time it is and I say purple, just because I answered you doesn't mean I gave you the answer to your question.
No, but that answer is directly going to that question.
It says what? Why? What? What did you say it was?
I said, why does the devil teach the 85% that God is a righteous, unseen being that exists everywhere?
Okay. Now, the answer that you gave says why the devil teaches that? Or does it say Allah is God on earth? And you're telling me who Allah is, but you're not telling me why the devil does that.
Right now, but it's not unseen. He's sitting there everywhere for all our sin.
God, to me, that directly answers
If 85% asked me that question, I wouldn't say Allah is God on the earth and the heavens above, would you?
What you building?
If they said, well, why does the devil teach I'm going to answer you telling you Allah is God on the earth and the heavens above.
You got to do it with the mathematics.
What I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, God.
It's understanding the God degree.
Ask me that question.
You know what I'm saying? So you understand what God is.
Right, God, exactly.
He give him a false understanding of God. I would give it to him in a milk form. I wouldn't give him to me because he's not ready for that, God. When you dealing with the one
build the mathematics, like yo, understand God. So God is.
I'm saying,
Give you a false understanding of God. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it real.
That's what it is.
It's simple.
So the simple way, as I was telling the brother, is what does the devil teach the 85%?
Right and exact.
Answer that God is a righteous and unseen being existing everywhere.
Yo, God, I'm not
saying you're arguing with me.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just sitting here trying to do the knowledge.
I'm showing the God how it should be worded.
Because the reason I'm saying
I know that's what you have because that's what I had at one time.
I'm doing the knowledge because that's the question and answer of the degree. The understanding. That's the question and answer that we all got. No. That's not what you got? What's the question you got, God?
What does the devil teach the 85%?
That's not what I got.
That's why I had to go to the firstborn of Medina.
I feel you. I'm saying.
But I wasn't saying it to say, yo, brother, you got to do this, correct that. Right. I was just saying, let's think here. Let's not be quoters.
True indeed, true indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, God. Everything you said was real. I'm not disrespecting nothing that you said. What I'm saying, I just want to let everybody know that. Because I know you and you know me.
Right.
Builders build.
I'm saying
what I'm saying is that the question is one thing, the answer is another thing.
And the answer has nothing to do really with the question, the way it's given.
It doesn't.
The way he just gave it to me.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Now we clear on that.
Yeah, we're clear on that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, all the brother was doing was quoting the degree.
I know.
At the same time, when he expounds on that, he has to take it in depth.
Yeah.
that's where his mastery comes into play. And that's what we was just dealing with.
When we're talking about the foundation is the knowledge and the wisdom, and the question and the answer. We can't begin to build on understanding if the knowledge and the wisdom is not making sense.
Nah,
because that's building a house on the clouds.
All right, God.
And it'll fall right out the sky and busting them in pieces.
I'm saying, God, for each individual, your understanding has to manifest.
In time.
I mean, in time. Right. In time.
So what I was dealing with was strictly knowledge and wisdom. What are we talking about? Does this question and this answer make sense? And we all agree.
Well, if you do it up, do the degree and do the math, though.
Degrees to a child, really.
That's not the question and answer as is.
Specifically asked by them, what is that degree? I would break it down because I work with children. I work with young men aged 12 to 21. So I don't get them the degrees. I get them things that they deal with in life that are relevant to the degree or parts of the degree that apply to their life. I don't get them the straight degree word for word.
So when you do give him the degree and he comes back to you and says, everything else you say makes so much sense, God. Why are you giving me this piece of paper that this question don't make sense to this answer?
God, I'm going to tell him to study.
He got no math.
And then he's going to run into me. And I'm going to say, well, God, let's go back and do the research. Let's go back and, and that's what
a scientist does.
Right. A lot of brothers have to go and do their own research. You know what I'm saying? I had to go do certain research to get certain things. I'm sure every brother in this cipher didn't get it 100% right. Right? So you had to go to somebody who had it right to tell you how to do it right and how to, what you're dealing with. And then don't stop there. Right. Cross-reference. Because a lot of these old guys, one of them would tell you one thing and another one would tell you something else. And I went through that too. So I said, all right, well, how do I distinguish who's telling me the truth? You got to distinguish it using common sense, first of all, using your archaeological or historical evidence. What do I have? Is the tape of the Father going to support this? Is the Enlightener going to support this? Do I have old Son of Mans and old 5%ers to support this claim? You know what I'm saying? Can I reference other brothers who are not a part of this man's cipher that can justify that? You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that people say Allah said that, come on now, let's be honest, there's no proof. You know what I mean? And that's where the debates and the arguments and all of that come about. So I always look for, all right, well, what reference can I have to support what I'm saying or what the next man is saying? Like brothers is running around here talking about goddesses, right?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Didn't come from Allah and justice?
Cultivated, brother.
Sure did.
You know what I mean? Might have came from a cultivator, a sister. You know what I mean? But I don't care where it came from because you can't come here and teach this in my Father's house.
True indeed.
Unless you're going to tell me you somebody else. You know what I mean? Put Muhammad or something on your name or put some Hebrew Egyptian shit. But don't come in here and say my name is such and such Allah and this is my queen goddess ruler somebody. And I'm going to look at you and be like, oh, obviously you're in the wrong place. You know what I mean? Or nobody told you any better.
Sure did.
And I ain't going to do it in front of your woman. You know what I mean? I'm going to say, yo, bro, let's take a walk. You know what I mean?
It's my brown.
Because sometimes you mess around and then you might take that brother's woman. And you don't even mean to do it. But she ain't going to respect that man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Or, a lot of brothers is talking about, five is power refinement. That's another myth. There's no historic, scientific, mathematical, common sense, dictionary evidence to support that. But 85% of the people in this radius will tell you that 5 is power refinement and that's what Allah taught. And I went to certain brothers that was supposed to be there and yeah, me and the Father, we got sandwiches together on the corner. Yeah. Yeah. Well, how come he never mentions it one time in the tape? And he goes through math several times. How come it's not in the Enlightenment?
Sure indeed, sure indeed.
Which Allah ordained. How come it ain't there? Huh? Why is the paper called the power paper? They ain't called the power refinement paper. How many gods you know name refinement? How many earths you know name refinement? Well, I know quite a few. Because refinement is a feminine characteristic. It's a trait that she's supposed to wrap her body. We say that's her refinement. She ain't refining me. What the hell I need refinement in my power for unless I want to turn my male seed into a homosexual? Power is perfect, it's the truth. That's why can't nobody shut me up right now. I can do this whenever I want on any